I beat you. Ludek, I beat you.
Wow.
These parts are over here. I beat you.
Wow.
Chess, nonsense, and analysis.
Here we go again. So what are we looking at this time?
This time it's a real threat for our viewers because this story, I don't know if it is in any book, but I had the privilege to get a chess scholarship to go and study chess in Germany. So I stayed there from around 1990 to 93 and had 3 trainers, were working with us. So there's about 11 players who were in this Leistungszentrum, so performance center, so to speak. And anyway, we had Grandmaster Ludek Pachmann, a very well-known theoretician. I mean, the youngsters today won't know him, but he was very known before the computers, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Then after him came Grandmaster Miroslav Filip to coach us.
I remember seeing his name also. Is it in some candidates or?
Yes, he was in the top 10 of the world for many years. He played candidates tournaments.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, it was Grandmaster Lothar Vogt from East Germany, mainly.
Okay.
And learned a lot from these guys, of course. I mean, as one can imagine. But what I enjoyed the most was when we were traveling to tournaments. Because, when we're traveling to a tournament, you've got more time with the guys, either on a train or something, you know, or the bus. And so in many cases, we used to ask them mainly about Fischer stories. I mean, he was the most exciting.
Yes.
And they played him. Ludek Pachmann was great friends with him as well.
Okay.
And Philip met him many times over the board. And we asked about other players, Bronstein and so on.
Yeah.
And but our favorite stories were always the Fischer stories, because it's
favorite bedtime story.
favorite bedtime story was the Fischer story.
Yeah.
So this is a Fischer story, fantastic story. So what happens is that in 1959 they play a number of tournaments in South America, number of players, but Fischer and Ludek Pachmann are good friends, and they're spending a lot of time together. I think the Interzonal was also there in Buenos Aires.
Okay.
I have to double check, but I know they played many tournaments, GM tournaments after that. So what actually happens then, this is before computers, of course. I'm not just saying this for this generation today, they cannot even imagine it, that you had to analyze yourself and make the notes yourself. And one of the main things about analyzing was that you had to bounce it off other players. You had to, because you're not sure what you see, what you don't see, So when you've got friends, you'd sit together and you'd analyze, and you say, I found this, and, and what do you think about this? Then, they try to find counters and blah, blah. Afterwards, you'll take notes. Remember what, that's how it used to be.
Yeah.
So anyway, so Pachmann tells us that Fischer, the both of them are spending a lot of time together, and they're analyzing together.
Nice.
They are showing Pachmann is showing Fischer a lot of his analysis, and Fischer is doing the same as well, and exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this is like 59, of course. I mean, in 59, Fischer has not yet exploded, so to speak. He's a strong grandmaster.
Yeah.
I mean, he became grandmaster in 58, right? 59, he's a strong grandmaster, but he's not the force that he was in, like, say, 1970. There, he's a force, right? He's a force. Anyway, So what happens is that Pachman says, every time in the mornings they used to go for walks. They'd have breakfast and they'll go for a walk with Fischer, and they would discuss many things, but chess, of course, as well.
Is during tournaments now?
Yeah, during the events. Okay. So anyway, this particular day, I don't remember what it was, what Pachman said it was, but they somehow they missed each other. They didn't get to walk. And Pachman was walking, and as he was, he didn't want to walk alone, and he just saw this other gentleman from South. They were playing in Chile, this tournament. I'm going to show the game. And so they walked together. And he says, look, we're talking. I was asking about his family and this and that, But then what had not crossed Pachman's mind is that this guy that day was playing Fischer.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
And Fischer sort of caught them, saw this. And Fischer, but Pachman,
he's just being friendly.
He's just been friendly.
Yeah.
He didn't think about anything.
Yeah.
So now, let's go to the game.
Okay.
So Fischer plays black against this guy, Raul Sanguinetti. And Pachman says, it was not Fischer in his usual style, because he was playing very confidently and very quickly, normally. But now in this game, he was cautious. He was thinking, overthinking, playing slowly. But I guess he was worried that maybe Pachman...
His sparring partner is
given some secrets, maybe, or something, right? So have a look at this game. And this game is one of the most uncharacteristic Fischer games you'll ever see. And you can actually tell by this game that there's a lot of psychology happening when Fischer is playing the game.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You have your typical King's Indian.
Yes, it's typical King's Indian, and plays F3.
Okay.
Plays E5.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, interesting. I think he played this against Spassky in
the second one.
The second match. Yeah. He also liked to play this immediately.
Fine,
okay, it goes like this, and but very soon. Look at this. For a King's Indian player, something wrong is. Things have gone wrong.
Yeah.
Right, and the guy plays correct. It's more restrictive, and this one plays H4, H5, maybe. 96, it plays 93. White is playing very nicely. If you were to guess who's the stronger player, you would say White, no?
Mm-hmm.
Plays 95, plays B1,
okay.
B4. Okay, Black is dreaming, of course, that White plays A3, like Queen B3, but he's not going to give him that, of course. He plays Knight B5.
Okay.
He's got space. Takes on D2, King takes D2.
Two bishops as well. Yeah. Knight is not going to sit on C5 forever.
Yeah, everything you can dream of.
Yeah.
Plays A6 back. Look there. Look. Okay. And yeah, okay. White has got a big advantage, basically. And okay. The game continues. I was checking with the computer the other time. I think somewhere here there's some inaccuracy that he plays. I think the computer thinks that he should take and play for whatever. But White is better. But it doesn't matter. I think he had a chance, but it doesn't matter. But look, let's just go quickly. He just gets murdered.
Beautiful.
Gets murdered. He's not. He doesn't lose this. He gets murdered. This is murder, right? It's murder.
Yeah.
So okay, fine. And then actually, afterwards, I think 2 or 3 games later, he actually plays against Pachman.
Okay.
Yeah, Fischer, Pachman, and Pachman actually beats him. Manages to beat Fischer as well.
Wow.
So then we go to this next game. Let's go to this game. So Pachman is playing against another player now. And let's have a look what happens.
So Pachman's got the
black pieces.
Black pieces. Okay.
Yeah. Have a look at the game. Okay. Fischer.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, but Pachman is not suspecting anything.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
But the story will get interesting. But I'm just
Yeah. I'm starting to.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the reality. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then check out this very powerful idea that white plays now. F5.
Yep.
I mean, F95, Queen H3. This is just powerful stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So E5, grabs G4. I mean, this is
It's coming straight for the throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like modern, actually. If you
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah.
The concept, the way white is playing this, it's modern. It's a player who really understands chess.
Yes.
Right. H6, H4. This is modern stuff.
Nice.
I mean, G5.
Sacrifices the pawn and just open up. Oh, wow.
Bishop on H3, on B3. So
Everything is just smooth.
who's the weaker player? Just
Wow.
right? And Queen E7. Spinning up. The other rook is coming.
Wow.
It's doing his best to survive. But it's not going to happen. And she's just, I mean, guys even inspired, couldn't you see?
Wow. Wow.
Right? Taken to the cleaners, basically, right? King is in a mating net. Oof, what a mess, right? So it's going on. It's getting brutally killed. And, okay, and it goes like this, right?
It's just over.
Yeah, and then he resigns. And then they go over to the analysis room. So Pacman says, like right there when now Fischer comes in the analysis room. Analysis room comes in. I beat you. Ludek, I beat you.
Wow.
This parts are over here. I beat you.
Wow. That smells like Fischer, yeah. Fischer C4.
You prepared the guy.
Wow. Taking it to another level.
Papa says I'm sitting there. And all of a sudden, everything.
It started to make sense.
It makes sense. And it's this thing.
That's what happened from scolding with someone.
I just walked to this guy. Well, nothing. And this. And because the thing is that, I mean, can you imagine? It's like, I mean, he knew his analysis. Because, I mean, and he probably saw some holes in it as well. Anyway, and didn't tell him. And so he knows everything that he might do. I mean,
I'm
no chance.
I'm sure this Sanchez guy was happy to receive that info as well. Wow.
So that's like a very nice story, and believe you me, I've got so many of them. From Grandmaster Philip and Pachman. Telling many different stories.
I think I have a book on Pachman, Modern Chess Tactics. Very old book. Received it from actually a friend, Gerald Times. He gave it to me.
From Gerald. Nice.
Yeah. So that's Pachman. Yeah, I've seen him in lots of books actually. So wow, what a story.
Yeah.
So, what a story.
Yeah. Very, very beautiful story. And I can't wait to tell the viewers more of the stories from the Grandmaster Pachman and Grandmaster Philip. And these were our favorite stories.
This is good stuff.
We were always going like, okay, is there any other story? Story?
I'll be locked in as well. Wow. Okay, good stuff. I think I should also check these games out again. This whole tournament. But I think that's that for today.
Yes.
Viewers, if you like what you've seen, if you want to see more of this, don't forget to press the subscribe button, and we will see you for the next one. Cheers.